One. Oh, hang on.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all
Welcome.
okay.
Welcome,
Good
welcome,
evening, mate.
welcome.
How are you, Mrs. SG? How you doing? You okay?
I'm great, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thank you, mate. All good. Raring to go. I'm still quite tired after LAMMA, though. I've got to say, what a day, though, eh? What a
Oh
day.
my gosh, we are going to have so much fun talking about LAMMA.
Oh, I know. There's going to be so much to talk about. Good evening, everyone. Hello in the chat there. We've got My Farm Sim Life. Good evening, James Hudson. Good evening, mate. Violet Pixie. How you doing? You all right?
Hello,
Thank
and
you for
hi,
joining us.
Liam. Hi, Peter. Hi, Luna Bear, of course. Hello,
Hi,
everybody
Luna. How you
else.
doing, mate? Hello, hello. Hope we're all okay this Saturday evening. J-Star, Horseradish. Hello, mate. Yeah, Horseradish. Sorry. Yeah, this is a private. It's out. It's mine and Mrs. SG's kind of series server thing. Just to answer your question about joining the server that you put earlier on tonight, mate. So yeah, this is our little thing. I'm afraid.
Yeah,
How we all
eventually,
doing?
if we ever decide to move on, maybe we can make this server public so people can come in and have a bit of
Certainly
fun
could, I
without us
suppose.
once we leave.
Yeah. Get rid of us. Go on out the way.
Yeah.
Let's play.
Ah.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it properly.
Yeah, let's let the real farmers come in.
Yeah, indeed. Massey, how you doing? Hello, mate. Good evening. How you doing? Yeah, no worries. So, what are we doing tonight, Mrs. SG? What have we got on the job cards?
Well, we've actually got well, we've got a lot to do. Following on from last week, we've still got a lot of our harvest to do,
Yep.
and we have, I think you counted 120 bales to sell, so
Yes,
a little
yes.
bit
We've
of
got
work
about
to do.
100. Yes, we've got a bit to do. We've got about 120. I think I counted 121, but there were so many, and I was so high up in the sky that not all of them were coming into view. But yeah, I think we've got about 121 bales. So what I did was I made the executive decision of purchasing a slightly larger bale loader to pick them all up, because trying to do 120 bales, 122 bales, whatever, with a bale loader that does 8 bales is going to take an age. So we've got the big one, the base game 24 bale loader thing now, haven't we?
We do indeed. And there's a couple of other
Yes.
little things. So I'm going to start off with the harvest of the linseed. And you did spot
Hmm.
a contract as well where we can get a cheeky $6,000 if we do another field of linseed. So I think we might jump into that as well.
Yes, quite possibly. Yeah, if the plan works like I thought it might do, Mrs. SG is going to jump in the harvester and crack on with our field of linseed. I'm going to go and try and rid ourselves of all of our bales, and hopefully towards the end of both of those jobs we'll come together and then jump on to do the other contract, which is in field 57, which is over by Home Farm. It's one of the fields that I have in the other Court Farm series, so I know it quite well. It's quite big. Yeah, but just over $6,000 for that, so we may as well do that. And because you had a really good idea, didn't you? Bit more land.
Well, yes, there is a field just next to ours. I think
Yep.
it's field number 9, and that has some fantastic sunflowers in, not completely at growth stage, so we still have
Field.
time to get some lime and some fert on there to get
Yep.
that yield potential up.
Yep.
90
Field
grand?
field eight. Field 8 and field 18 were the two you had in mind, wasn't it, mate? Yeah, there's the sunflowers there,
Yes.
8 and
Yeah.
18. So
18
hopefully,
has
if
corn.
yes, it does. So hopefully, if we get enough money, because we're currently sat at £191,922,
We are.
we'll see what we get in the bank once we've flogged all of our bales, and hopefully, possibly, fingers crossed, touch wood, we may have enough money to purchase both of those fields.
That would be amazing. That would be
Yes.
amazing.
So, hello, we've got a few
And
more in the chat now, mate.
yes,
Andreas,
let's
good
say
evening. How
hi.
you doing? Scottish Jim, hello. How you doing?
Good evening,
Violet
guys.
Pixie, good evening, good evening. Violet saying she's been enjoying your old stream farm, Mrs. SG.
Oh, you're a
Glad
legend.
to.
Thank you. I'm so pleased you're enjoying it.
Awesome sauce. Diane Chavery, good evening. How you doing?
Good
Thank you
evening,
very much
Diane.
for joining us on your Saturday evening. Thank you all of you for giving us a bit of your time on Saturday. It's lovely to see you all.
And on my side, hi, Crispy. Hope you're doing really well. And Gaming Joy, lovely to have you here. It's a pleasure to have you
Evening,
here.
guys. Good
Thank
evening.
you so much for sharing your Saturday evening with us. I know there's been a couple of comments of people wanting us to do a Sunday stream, which I need to have a chat with you about.
Oh, has there?
Yeah, there's a couple of people which want to catch us but can't do Saturday, so we might have to one week when I'm back from the Sunshine State, I might have to look at doing a Sunday evening stream.
I'm sure that's perfectly viable, mate. Yep.
Yeah.
Chris B, hello, mate. Oh yeah, did you like the LAMMA stuff?
Oh,
Chris, the videos. Honestly, mate, I could talk for the rest of the stream about LAMMA. What an amazing thing.
it was.
Should we get
so
working
good.
and then we can
Let's
natter at
so
the
we
same
can talk.
time?
So
Yes, right, okay.
We're going in different directions, so I'll see you later, buddy.
Indeed, you will, mate. Tatty bye. I'll see you. You've got speedy mode on. Off you go.
have. I've done minus. Got ×2, I think.
×2. MK Gaming Wolf. Good evening, mate. How you doing? Hope you are good.
Good evening, MK Gaming.
I
Is
need
that
to
Milton
remember
Keynes
where
by
I'm
any
going.
chance? MK Gaming.
That's a good point. Yeah, is it? Where am I going? Oh yeah, I'm going to get bales, aren't I? And I'm going to Valley View bales because we've actually we've established that between both of our games that we're on at the minute, when Mrs. SG goes to the pricing screen, the commodities prices, and I do the same, the prices are different.
They are.
Which is a bit crazy, isn't it? So
I am also getting straw from linseed.
oh, you are? Right, okay.
I can bail it up afterwards. Fine.
Well, if I finish first, I can jump on the baler and follow you around.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it'll just be a case of see what comes first, essentially, won't it?
See who finishes first.
Indeedly doodly.
Good idea. So, LAMMA. I know a lot of people have been asking about it. It was insane, wasn't it? It was so good.
It was honestly the most humbling experience I've probably ever had in my entire life. Just meeting everybody. I mean, I think I said it in one of the videos that I made that went out yesterday, that obviously I went there for the sole purpose of getting together with you and meeting you for the first time in real life, and sister Luna Bear. Oh, there she is in the stream. Hi, it was flipping brilliant meeting you at LAMMA. Likewise, mate, it was wonderful meeting you. Yes, I went there for the sole intention of making some videos and bumping into the people that I've been watching on YouTube for so many years, and to have people approach me and say, "Oh, hello, you're Farmer Sim. I subscribe to your channel." It was just like, what, really? And being able to, yeah, it was lovely. It was nice, weird, wasn't it? It was just crazy.
Wonderful, and
It
meeting
really
you was obviously a huge highlight because you're exactly the same in real life as you are
a complete idiot
on screen. Like, do you know what I mean? It was just so good to meet you, and I got
mate.
massive bear hug, and it was like we've known each other for years, which is.
Well, that's half the thing. Well, it's been like that for us anyway, hasn't it?
It has.
Pretty much since the day we started back on Purbeck, wasn't it?
That first phone call we were chatting for hours. But yeah, it's just been. I feel very lucky, that's for sure.
Well, fame, like you feel little like a famous. Yeah, well, not quite famous or anything, mate. But yeah, it was just crazy good. Yeah.
And what was amazing, of course, getting to meet the other creators, and I'm a huge fan of quite a lot of them.
Likewise, mate. Yeah, absolutely. It was
meeting Scruff was insane. He's and we got to meet Beanie as well. I just think he brings so much to the game, and him being there and meeting him in real life was so good.
Yeah, it really was. It was, yeah, it was so amazing to. I mean, when I got there, I introduced myself because I got there quite early, and FSG was there, and obviously I met him, and that was, wow.
Yeah. FSG is sorry to just jump in,
No,
because I just
please.
want to say
Please do.
something about that man.
Go.
He is incredible, and he is kind and so generous with his time, and he loves this community. He is not in it for the money, he's in it for the love of this game.
Absolutely.
And he just champions so many other content creators, and it just warmed my heart. He gave me a shout out on stage.
Your audio keeps cutting out, mate.
Yours does too, so I'm a bit worried about that.
Oh dear. Sorry everybody, have we got something going on here? Forgive me, mate. Yeah, I just realised that half of your sentences were disappearing out of my headphones then, and I wondered if it was my headphones, but are we having some kind of a...
No, I think we're having a little bit of audio lag, but I'm getting a lot of artsy people coming into my stream, which is incredibly kind. Artsy Gaming, you're here? Well,
no way. Evening, Args.
And now I feel embarrassed because you are incredible, and your video at LAMMA made everybody laugh. By the way, sheep like bombing your video was insane. But thank you so much, everybody. This is so kind. Bovine, Yoss, you're all legends. Jane May, Thomas.
Good evening, guys.
Goodness, you're making me miss strips of linseed. Thank you for being here.
Chat.
This is way
Brilliant.
too much. I'm gonna miss so much linseed. It's gonna be embarrassing.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. It's great to have you on board.
Yeah, no, thank you so much.
Just as we started getting a bit of audio problems, then though, I hope it's not too off-putting. Are we back in the room now? I think
I think so.
Yeah, it might have been some kind of server. Well, it's not server lag in that respect because we're on Discord audio, aren't we? We've never really had a problem with Discord audio before.
No, it was actually only today, and we were playing around with your sound levels, weren't we? And now I can't hear Farmer Sims, so I'm worried we're going to start talking over each other. But
YouTube and no dropped frames and all that. So anyway. But Algsy, yes, I'm glad the sheep got a laugh. It really did. It really did, mate.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Really good, proper characters in the back of your video then. Yeah, Andreas is saying Virtual Farmer likes his David Brown equipment. Yeah, that was one of his wish lists for machinery. That'd be pretty cool because actually, funnily enough, there's one of my neighbours. I mean, we live on a relatively ordinary cul-de-sac here in Cheshire, and one of my neighbours up the street at the end of the road has a David Brown, and him and his wife keep horses, and he comes chugging down the street every few days in this really old open-top David Brown, and it's it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That is. I would really. You should try to take a picture. I'd love to see. 'Cause I'll be honest with you. I don't think I've seen a David Brown. Not in real life, obviously.
Have you not?
No.
Goodness me, Mrs. SG.
I must be walking around with my eyes closed.
We've got FSG in the house. Good evening, sir. How you doing? You all right?
Good
Thank you
evening,
so much for jumping on board, mate.
I was just.
How you doing?
We were just saying how humbling it was to meet you, and
yes, very much so. There's been so much of this going on in various YouTube chats, YouTube comments, in videos in the last kind of 48 hours since LAMMA has been and gone. Loads of us all just saying hello, great to meet you. You know, it was basically, it's just, we've all experienced the same thing, just how amazing the day and the evening was. The community event, honestly, that was mega. It really was.
It was really special, and I think that there were so many fans there that just, well, myself included, because I went as a fan, not a content creator, and I was giddy. I was having to hide back my excitement.
Fangirling.
I was fangirling the entire time. I had to behave.
Well, the thing is, I know I think I can speak for the pair of us and a lot of other people as well, but because people like yourself, FSG, and Mr. Seeley P and Virtual Farmer. You guys have been
everything to the community.
As soon as I found your channel, you were on my TV in the living room every time a video came out, and so it's just that familiarity that you're always there. So obviously we'd seen you in person on the screen, but then to go out and meet you and actually shake hands with you and talk to you, and it was just a weird thing. And to me, it was like this. It was better meeting all you guys and all the big content creators. That was more appealing and more fun than, you know, if you were bumping into like Hollywood film stars and stuff, because it's more our level and our world. Do you know what I mean? Does that make?
Yeah, I think it's we can relate to the we can relate to the fun, can't we?
Yes, way more relatable, way more down to earth. Argsy, how you doing, sir? Welcome to my stream. How you doing? He's come over here as well.
Oh,
Better come here for the view and drop a thumbs up. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well over there.
So LAMMA is every year. I believe this is the first year that Giants have been involved, and it just so happens that there was the largest first day visits at a LAMMA conference ever. 22,000 people walked through the doors.
Wow. And
there were plenty of people saying that Farm Sim had a massive part to play in that.
I bet it did. It's an incredible game, and I think I don't know. I think the whole concept of farming in general, regardless of whether it's on the video game or in real life, but the likes of Mr. Clarkson, who's brought so much more of a spotlight into people's lives as about farming than was there before. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
and then obviously you've got the likes of the game, which is gaining in, which is obviously it's a massive game. It's hugely popular. So I'm not surprised that a huge part of those 22,000 people who walked through the door on LAMMA Day 1 were partly there in because of Farm Sim.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It
really is.
It really is. We had a few people come up to the stand. Luna Bear was playing the game, and there was a couple of guys that came up, and first time they've ever picked up a controller, it looked like.
Okay.
But they were struggling to even get the track to move, and I was like telling them what buttons to press and things, and you could see the smile on their face. Really? Yeah.
Do you know what, actually? I can relate to that as well. One of my friends, in the last couple of weeks, I think it's been, the Sony PlayStation Store was giving away Farm Sim as one of the free games for the PS Plus thing that people have. And my friend, he just plays on PlayStation, but he's mainly Gran Turismo because he mucks around with race cars in real life. And he saw Farm Sim that was for free, and he thought, oh well, do you know what, he knew I played it, and he thought, oh, I'll give it a go, I'll see what all this fuss is about, because he knows I've been starting this YouTube channel and whatnot. And within a couple of days, I've never heard from him so much. He's rang me up every couple of days. Right, what do you do with this? How do you do this? I've been trying to pick these bales up for about 3 hours. How do I do this? And he's properly into it, and it's like, yes. I didn't think he would, because I thought he likes his racing games, and he might be a bit impatient, I suppose. I didn't think he'd get into it, and as I say, he's thrown hours at it, and he loves it. And he rang me up yesterday. It was yesterday as well. He was like, right, what do I do with this? I've got the wrong baler. It doesn't flick the bales up onto their side, and I'm on a hill, so they roll down the hill. And I was like, you bought the wrong baler. You need a bale flipper. And I was like, do you know what? Can I just say something? And he said, what? And I said, you love this, don't you? And he was like, yeah, it's quite good. Yeah, and I was like, shut up, you've put hours into this. And he'd got a telling off. Yeah, well, he'd got a proper telling off his missus, because he was meant to be doing his paperwork and his tax returns, or his invoices or whatever. And he was like 6 hours cultivating a field and trying to figure out how to load bales and this, that, and the other. And it's like, yes, Farm Sim for the win. It just made me giggle. It was absolutely brilliant.
It is brilliant. You could just lose hours. And sorry, my chat is blowing up. because I've got so
Yeah,
many amazing people in here. Thank you.
I know, yeah. Yoss is saying nice shirt. Yeah, do you know what? It really is. My Farmer Sim stuff's in the wash, and so yeah, I had to don, and it fits perfectly. It really does. I was a bit dubious that a 2XL might be a bit small on me because I do have something of a large frame, but
Oh, is
absolutely
that the
perfect.
community meetup?
Yes, I'm
Oh, I
wearing
should
my
put
community
mine
meetup
on.
T-shirt on. Oh, you see, up here for thinking.
I do.
Forgive me, guys.
I have it right next to me.
I need to be better at reading. It's so difficult, this, and I know, again, FSG, I know you can relate to this because you're way more versed and experienced at this than I am. I'm trying to drive and crashing into a wall and read the chat. Catching up with the chat at the same time as playing and trying to keep eye contact with you wonderful people is such a difficult thing to do. It's like, and not crash the tractor and look like an idiot.
Yeah.
It's
I will read out a couple of these comments.
Please do.
Starting with Farm Sim Guy, was the thing he took away from LAMMA was meeting the community, how much people rely on it. It's their escape from perhaps some real world life challenges, and it was humble. I was humbled by some of the people's stories, and yeah, I think we forget sometimes how important this community is. It's not just about the game.
No, it's not. No.
And I do think that is quite unique to this game. I don't think I've met another gaming community like it.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, honestly and truthfully, I've never been part of any other gaming community anyway. But I can't imagine. I think it's because of the nature of the game, because it's a calming, peaceful, creative game. It's not a fast-paced shoot people in the face thing. It's farming. So generally, as a rule, the mindset of the people playing it aren't, I'm going to shoot you in the face as quick as possible and get loads of points. It's, let's spend several hours ploughing some soil. You know what I mean? And all that goes around with that. Just the nature of the game is entirely different. But like you said, you know, talking to people and hearing that your videos have helped them, because I had that. There was a lady in the at the community event, and quite awfully, she'd suffered a stroke a couple of years back, and she came up to me and she saw my logo and she said, "Are you Farmer Sim?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And she said, "Oh, I subscribe to your channel." And she told me her name, and she said, "Oh, I'd had a stroke a couple of years ago, and that watching." And this was one of the things that got my jaw had dropped to the floor minutes previously, and it stayed there for ages while she was talking to me, because she had been through this horrific situation in her life, health-wise, and she had been given prescriptions by her doctors and medical people, and she had found, and this is no word of a lie, that playing Farm Simulator and watching people like us, me, Farm Sim Guy, all the people that were there, was calming her, was bringing down her blood pressure better than the medication that she was being prescribed by these doctors. And so I was gobsmacked. I literally gobsmacked. At first I didn't know what on earth to say. Share FSG, thank you, mate. Yeah, she was fab. That's right. I think it was Share Hammer. I think her name was on her label. So Share, if you're watching, sweetheart, it was beautiful to meet you, mate. I really hope you're doing okay. It was incredible to hear your story. It really was. It was just, there were no words for it. This is an entirely new experience for me. I've never experienced anything like it. And that's, in a way, that feels like the community as a whole. Everyone was so friendly, so supportive, so welcoming, and it was just brilliant. And then you could turn around and go for a walk and look at massive tractors.
It was weird. You were just sitting there talking about the game, and then you turn around and there's an actual tractor.
Oh,
mate. Okay, hang on.
And that's another thing. And I know, I think I said this multiple times on the day to various people, because it still didn't really sink into me. But scale. This like, right, I'm going to get out my tractor now. I'm going to stand next to this tractor, and yeah, awesome. I've got a Massey Ferguson 7726, awesome. But in real life, it's up there, and
So big.
They really are. I'm 6'5", and I know FSG did it on. You did it on your LAMMA video that you just put out, where you stood next to the tracks of the 10T, the black and grey harvester. You had about that much between the top of your head and the top of the track. I did the same. I didn't include it in mine because my videoing is nowhere near as good as yours, and I had proper tremble hand. But yeah, I did film that bit, and I stood there and I went, I'm 6'5", and the tracks were here on my head. And then you look, it was just dwarfism. It was amazing to feel it, because I don't get that very often. I'm normally the biggest one in the room, towering over everyone else, and it just felt so nice to feel like you, Mrs. SG.
Tiny.
Small.
Vertically challenged, my friend. Vertically challenged.
Vertically challenged, yeah. That's right, Joss. Joss is saying the 10T is a building. It really is. Absolutely colossal.
It really is.
And I don't know what I'm doing. Where am I going?
One of my favourite videos from FSG last year was when he went to, it may have been with FSG Senior, and they went to a real life farm and they did the silage contracting.
Oh yeah, he came down here to the Shire.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, because I know Mr. FSG Senior.
Footage.
Yes, that was awesome. That was an amazing video. I loved that.
That was one. Well, I like a lot of his videos, but that one I really enjoy because it's when you see the equipment that you play with in action and you think, this isn't just a game, this is actually people's reality.
Yeah,
which sometimes
right.
I forget. Sometimes I forget that.
FSG's just asking, what was it like for you two to finally meet? It was mega, mate. It really was. Because we've only known each other since we first started doing. I can't remember the date. I could, but it was we. You see, look what I'm doing.
Around April-ish, I reckon.
Around April. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I started this thing in February, so yeah, March, April time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, so we got talking around April time, and like just became best mates ever since. Pretty much like immediately, didn't we? And
it was an instant friendship. It was so weird. Like
a pig to the proverbial, you know what.
We just have so much in common that, like we said, we talk every day. It's like you, FSG, and Argsy. You just get on so well, and you just have that chemistry that it's just friendship, and just sometimes as an adult, all you want to do is find somebody that has common interests, right?
That's right. Farm sim. That's where it all started. Speaking of that, you've done a couple of alterations to your channels, haven't you, mate?
Well, I have actually, but
yeah. So
going to LAMMA really made me think, and I love playing other games as well. And you know about my channel, I do play other games, but as we all know, YouTube algorithm isn't that kind. So I've decided to split my channel into two. So you'll notice on my channel today, I actually have a slightly revised logo. And the main channel that you're watching now is going to be all farm sim. There's going to be nothing else on here. It's just going to be farming simulator videos and streams. And then I'm slowly migrating everything across. I say slowly because that's what YouTube forces. 10 a day until the account gets verified, which is a bit boring. And that channel is Mrs. Sim Gamer Beyond the Barn. And I have to give absolute credit to Luna Bear in the chat for that. That was her genius idea and also her design. And that will be hosting all my other games. So I now have two channels. So if you do watch my other vids, you'll need to subscribe to my other channel, and that is in my main channel.
Mrs. Sim 2 channels. Yeah. If you can, everyone go and give her other channel a quick sub if you can when you find it. We haven't got bots or anything or moderators in our chat or anything, so I'd tie myself in knots trying to find a trying to link it to you or anything right now. But
if Luna Bear is there, she is the only other one with the link at the moment, I think. So she will post it. But no.
Got a question in the chat here, mate. Sorry, I need to forgive me, everyone. We're trying to do our best with the chat and do everything all at once. Merchant of Karma is asking, any advice appreciated? So I'm trying to harvest carrots with the 4-row thingy, trying to hire AI and follow it with a trailer, but since I get under the belt, it bugs out and I lose control. Right, yeah, I can speak from experience. I tried all 3 variants of the carrot harvesting thing, and they're all hateful with any kind of AI or Courseplay or auto drive or anything like that. They're really difficult to work with. The auger spout, the feed spouts of the machines are very difficult to get right. It's like they don't work properly. They were very, very awkward.
I know you're not a fan.
Yeah, I've spat my dummy out many times. When I did them on my series, in Sri Lanka, I did red beet harvesting, and that. Where am I going? Goodness me! I did red beet harvesting with the box harvester. That took me most of a day, and I was trying to make an episode. And you try and record an episode, and it usually takes you a few hours to get the recordings done before you start editing. But this took hours, really, and so I threw my toys out of the pram with that one. And I also did a contract on Sri Lanka with the big stuff, the really big. You used it on your on one, the big boy. That was painful. Trying because Courseplay doesn't work well with it.
Doesn't play well with others. That's what I like to say.
Doesn't play.
It's that child that doesn't play well with others.
yeah. FSG saying the only way is manual. Bit of GPS is the only real automated solution. Absolutely correct, sir. You couldn't be more right. Yes.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. The solution, Merchant of Karma, is plough over your field. Easy dev another field. Easy dev some wheat in there. No, I'm only joking.
Sorry to butt in, Argsy. Thank you so much for jumping in. It's so kind of you, and thank you for the shout out, which got so many others here as well. And I appreciate you. So much, Args.
Really appreciate you, mate. Thank you for joining us and saying hello. It's something of an honour to have you jump on board, mate. It really is. Yeah. Leroy, hello, mate. Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening, Leroy, you legend. I have a massive favour to ask, but I will put it in Discord. I've changed my logo, but you were one of the inspirations behind it, so it's kind of your fault.
It's your fault, mate, but now you've got to do something. Yeah. Absolutely.
The Share Hammer has just dropped into my chat as well.
Really?
Share, I hope you're well, darling. It was so lovely to see you.
Good evening, love. I hope you're all right. It was wonderful to meet you at LAMMA. I hope you're doing well. I hope you got home safe. Did you brave the cold? Because it was mighty cold. When we left LAMMA and it was like just gone 8 o'clock. It was minus when I got into, because that's one thing I didn't think of. The day before, the couple of days before, I tried to be really, really prepared, thinking, right, I'm going on a day trip now. I tried to think of absolutely everything that that I'd need or want or whatever. The one thing I didn't think of was coming out of there in Birmingham at 8 o'clock at night to a completely iced over car, and I was like, oh, what? So I had to sit there for about half an hour just waiting for the silly thing to get warm a bit. Cheers, Argsley. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate you dropping by, mate. It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Just some more shout outs here, because there's so many kind people here. Bovine, hit the like people. Thank you, that's so sweet of you.
Thank you.
Actually, I can't believe you're here, because I see you in Argsy's chat quite often, so thank you. Thomas, MK Gaming Wolf, hello. What nectar are you drinking? The nectar this evening is Grey Goose. And
you want Grey Goose?
Grey Goose. With a
That's
little
a
bit
vodka,
of
isn't it?
It is, with a little bit of elderflower liqueur and some lemonade. That is my nectar this evening.
Here's my nectar.
Bye.
Council Pop, as always.
Good evening, Bovine. Have a lovely day. I know, well, New Zealand, it's morning, Sunday, isn't it? So, have a lovely day.
Cheers, Bovine. Thanks for your time, mate. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you.
Thank you for jumping in.
Liam's asking, did you go see the Grassmen? No, I didn't, mate. You know, I saw them as I was. Excuse me. I saw them as I was doing a time lapse thing, walking around LAMMA with me arm in the air with my camera in my hand, and I remember looking to my left, I think it was, as I was kind of charging through everybody. I tell you what, though, that's a really good way of getting people to move out of your way. I was telling Mrs. Farmer Sim the other day, I was like, if you're in a crowd of people and you want them to move out of your way, just put a camera in your hand and walk towards them, and they all go, oh, and then they part like the sea. It's absolutely brilliant. It was such a cool thing. Yeah, it literally worked. But yes, I did see them. I saw they had a standoff in the corner there, but I didn't get a chance to go over and have a better look, I'm afraid.
Zamir Green, hello. Lovely to have you here.
Always
nice to see a newbie.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Diane's saying...
Oh, yeah, go to Diane.
The new carrot harvester makes it easy to farm new crops. Have we got another carrot harvester now? Have we a new one?
Is that a mod, Diane? Because I would love to hear about it.
Yes, absolutely.
But I'm just going to point out, so I've got in my chat, Chris Restall, it was minus 40 where he was yesterday. Is it today or yesterday?
Minus
Felt
40.
Like minus 50, and that's Calgary.
Calgary.
Last weekend.
That's
now that
cold.
is cold. That's cold.
Goodness me.
We're moaning about -2, Farmer Sim. We need to harden.
I know. Yeah, but well, that's in Fahrenheit, isn't it? This is in. I don't get me wrong. Minus 40 is considerably colder than our -5, but it was cold. You know, to be fair, I mean, I was worried my car wouldn't start. My Golf's a bit dicky in the morning with a cold battery. So at 8 o'clock at night, after being sat there for 12 hours, I was thinking, oh God, is this thing even going to start? Fortunately, it did, but it was literally encased in ice. But minus 40, that would kill it completely. I don't know.
You must do something to your cars over there to make them a little bit hardier than what we have over here.
There must be something, yeah, because my Honda can go dead overnight on a cold night like that. In fact, I haven't actually started it for a few days. The likelihood that starts again is probably zero. Quite frankly.
Yeah.
Yes. Gone. Samo say it wasn't a time lapse, it was a Farmer Sim cinematic walkabout. Thank you, mate. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A cinematic walkabout. I like that. That's really quite cool.
It was very enjoyable.
It really was. Mr. Quest. Go on.
Oh,
sorry.
Farm Sim guy, that is ridiculous. You should not have done that. That is the most kind and generous gift. Thank you.
Is he being a legend again?
Yes. Keep doing your thing, Mrs. Sim. Catch you again soon. Off to spend time with Mrs. FSG. We'll give Mrs. FSG a lot of love from me. And,
jeez. FSG.
That's way too kind.
Mate.
Thank you.
I'm gobsmacked. Thank you.
Thank you.
I am speechless. Mate, you're so kind. Thank you so much. I owe Mrs. FSG. Yes, do you know what? Yeah, I can appreciate that, mate. Thank you, mate. Honestly.
Very kind. Thank you.
Gobsmacked. You're a legend.
You're going to make me cry.
Oh, mate, thank you so much. You have a great night, mate. Thank you. Really, I'm so grateful for you joining us, mate. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And your generosity. Thank you so much. Have a good one, mate. Hey, up, you're in your trailer.
I am. I've just offloaded the first lot.
Nice.
22 and a half. Still got a bit to go.
Nice. Well, I can't think how many, but I've done the grass field. I'm almost through one of the fields of straw, or two of the fields of straw. Sorry, no, three. See, I've just lost
Gosh.
count. I've not been actually paying attention to what I've been doing because of all the stuff going on and all the chat. Cheers, FSG. Take care, buddy. Thank you so much again.
Take
honestly,
care. Have a good one.
Legend. So kind.
That is extremely generous.
Yeah, man.
The thing is, he's so, like I was saying earlier, he's so generous with his time. Genuinely cares. So.
It was so cool meeting everybody in FSG and Mr. Sealy P and Virtual Farmer and the guys from the States, DJ and Farmer Cop.
I can't believe how much I like them. I know it sounds really...
You can't believe how much you like them.
Farmer Cop is so funny.
Yeah.
I was
awesome.
actually laughing out loud.
Yeah. DJ's
really
a proper character as well, and he's an absolute hoot.
He's a genre of his own. I don't know where... He must wake up. He's like the Duracell bunny. And I thought it was just, videos. You switch it on. I'm going to have to go around you, love. You're walking way too slow. I thought, in this videos is really animated.
Yeah.
But when you see him in real life, he's like that in person. Where does he get his energy from?
I'd love that kind of energy. I really would. I used to have it many years ago. I could probably manage that, but now I feel old and decrepit.
We need to find out how DJ keeps that energy levels so high.
Yeah. I must admit that's one thing that I didn't appreciate that I was going to feel towards the end of the day. Being on my feet. Trade show lag. Yes. I haven't been on my feet for that length of time for as long as I can remember. My body was broken the next day. My feet, I made the silly mistake of wearing a relatively new pair of shoes to LAMMA, thinking, I'll break them in here, it'll be a bit of walking around. Honestly, I'd have cut my feet off. They were that
told
pained.
You.
Don't
no
do
new shoes. Never new shoes.
The trainers they weren't like stiff leather brogues or anything. They were a pair of globes.
They looked really comfortable, but the more worn in the pair of shoes, the better. Luna Bear will attest to this. We've walked miles upon miles just round trade shows in a day. You break it up. Yeah,
I now know that for the future. But I've got several pairs of globes, and I've got a tatty pair that are probably one of the most comfortable things. But I thought I'm not going to wear those because I'm presenting myself to other people here, and I'm trying to make a good impression, and I can't wear these things because they're old knackered like skateboard shoes essentially.
Yep.
So I wore my nice shiny new pair, and my goodness, that was such a bad idea. Such a mistake. I've honestly, trying to walk through pained feet is one of the most difficult things you could ever want to do. It's like trying to walk around and say hello to everyone and smile while you're going, I really want to cut my feet off. They're really, really sore. Very difficult.
Very
Keep
difficult.
a smile on your face. Yeah,
I have made that mistake many of times.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do it again. I can promise you that.
So apparently, DJ is like that all day long. Yoss is saying, and Chris says the recipe is lots of coffee and sugar.
Well, I do that.
We do the caffeine, but I don't do the sugar, so maybe it's the sugar I'm missing.
Speaking of coffee,
go on.
Have you tried Farmer Cop's coffee? I was intrigued because look,
I haven't tried it yet.
Both myself and Mrs. SG won one of the raffle prizes, and that was mine. I built my little Lego dumper truck.
Oh, you built it?
Yeah, I've got it here. There you go.
Oh,
it's on the camera.
Legend.
Mate, it's Lego. I love Lego. Got a Lego car here. There you go.
I haven't had it yet because I don't have one of the proper ones to do that type of coffee. I have Nespresso pods, so I'm gonna borrow one from Luna Bear, and I can't wait to try it. So anybody else that doesn't understand what's going on in this conversation, there was a raffle in the community meetup at LAMMA, and I was lucky enough to win Farmer Cop's coffee, and it's called the Night Shift. And
Oh, is that what it's called?
yeah, hang on. It's actually right next to me. It's in a bag. Give me a second.
Yeah. Okay. And while you're doing that, I can try and catch up on a bit of chat. Samo Simulations, why FSG equals Mr. Letty certainly does, mate. Thomas, I can't watch FSG leaving message. We'll say bye to you both and absolutely appreciate it. But no problem, Thomas. Thank you very much for joining us, mate. If you are still there, sorry if that was a few minutes ago. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Thomas.
Andreas, can I ask how tall are you? I'm 6'5", mate. Too tall. Yorkshire Dano, I ended up with a blister on both feet and had a 3-hour drive home. Yes, mate. I think I had one blister and a 2-hour drive home, but that was bad enough. Yeah.
You're not worthy of the winner. I know, Leroy. I'm sorry. So it's called Night Shift Roast, a dark roast for dark nights, and it's the brand's name is First Responder Coffee.
First respond, yeah, because he's a police officer, isn't he?
He is a police officer, so I'm just holding it up in my chat, so that should come up to you guys. I know there's a 30-second delay.
Apparently, it is really, really nice, though. People were saying.
I will.
Leroy's well jealous of you.
Yes, I will definitely open that up once I get one. To be honest with you, I'll probably do that when I get back from America.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah, you've got a lot going. Oh, I've just ran over a deer. Yeah, you've got a lot going on, haven't you, over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, so this will be our last live stream of January, unfortunately, because I'm disappearing for a little bit.
Yes, we need to try and squeeze in an episode to get recorded for next. Because funnily enough, actually, it's actually landed quite well because next Saturday night is the little lad's. Well, it's his 18th birthday in a couple of days. But
that's not so little.
Well, that's it, yeah. But we're going out on the Saturday night to kind of celebrate it. So, so I wouldn't be here as well either. So that works out quite well, to be fair. So
legally allowed to drink.
I know, yeah. Violet's asking, I was wondering, does Farming Simulator have coffee beans or chocolate as a mechanism for farming like apple trees? That would be so cool. I want to say there is a mod.
There is.
For... Is there?
There is. PC only, though, I believe. Maybe?
Yeah. Don't
quote me on that, but yes, there is.
There is
and there's a production chain as well, so that you can turn it into coffee and I believe potentially chocolate. So of course with the beans you can turn it into chocolate.
No problem, Leroy, mate. You take care, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for joining us, mate. We've got to go off and do some recording. I know that feeling, my friend. I know that feeling.
Thank you for being here, Leroy, and such a pleasure meeting you. Anybody in the chat, go check out Leroy's channel. He is the sweetest dude.
He really is. He's a good lad. It was wonderful meeting him. Leroy_14, I want to say off the top of my head. Is that correct, mate? If you're still there?
Yeah, if you're still
Leroy_14
channel.
Oh, thank you, Yoss. There is a map with coffee and a coffee greenhouse for all platforms.
Oh, it's
so it's on the mod.
Joss.
There you go. Check out the mod hub. Violet, you should find it there, mate, hopefully.
And actually, I haven't played with that, and it's something that I would love to do.
Right.
Stephen Armour, yeah. Sorry, Stephen, you popped up in my chat a couple of times and I haven't said hi yet. So, good evening, my sweet.
Good evening, mate. How you doing? Hope you're all good.
Samo, thank you for joining my side as well. Good to have you here. And I am very, very well, my friend. Thank you.
Goodness me! Scroft. Good evening, sir. Scroft in the house. So good to see you, mate.
Serious legends in the house tonight.
We are. Do you know what? Well, you won't be able to tell because my camera's absolute crap. But you know when your hairs stand on end. Hi, mate.
My goodness, I'm getting so nervous. I even drove the correct way round to the farm because I had FSG and Argsy here, and now Scroff's here.
You see, you were like, I've got to do things properly here.
I've got to do things properly now. You're all making me nervous.
Mate. Legend, honestly. Thanks for joining us, Scroft. Hope you're okay, mate. Yeah, thanks for coming onto the stream.
We were actually speaking about you earlier, Scroft, saying how lovely it was to meet you and you and Beanie.
and I can't get down. Oh, I can. There's no collisions on that pole. I'm trying to get down this tiny narrow lane with the massive bale loader that I went and threw 50 grand at earlier, and thankfully Oxy hasn't put any collisions on the on the telegraph pole, so I can make it. Wow, seriously. And I'm going through the hedge. I'm not going to try and get that thing through the gate there.
All the legends, all the legends.
Mate, yeah. So how you doing, Scroff? Did you enjoy yourself at LAMMA? You had proper queues, didn't you, mate? At one point.
Including me.
Yeah. Do you know what was even, I think, towards the end of the evening, the end of the afternoon stroke evening, once you'd gone, mate, there was another guy with one of your sweatshirts on with your Scroff logo in the middle, and everyone was like, "Is that Scroft? Is that Scroft?" And we were like, "No, that's he was here earlier with Beanie." "Oh, but is that Scroft?" "No, it's not Scroft. He was here earlier." "Oh, is that Scroft?"
He must be one of your fans, Scroff. He had one of your official merch on, and he was just bombarded the whole time.
It was brilliant. It was great. You kind of felt like you wanted to go, yeah, that's Scroft. Go see him. It's just like, no, he was here earlier, mate. But yeah, it just made me giggle. It was because everyone wanted to meet everyone. You know, there was talk that because what's his name? Tom Pemberton, the farmer who does the YouTube in real life. We were stood having a chat. I think you were actually in the circle, Scroft, as well. There was myself, I think Leroy and Mr. Sealy P, Scroft. Leroy was there, and I think we turned, and you were there as well, Mrs. SG. And then we turned around, and Tom Pemberton was stood there with his camera. I think that's who I had around me. I might be wrong because there was so much going on that day. But we turned around and Tom Pemberton was like 2 feet that way with his camera filming the FSL stuff, and it was like, what? You know, it was a proper. It was a mental day just to see all these people that you've watched on the telly for months and months and months. Just mind-blowing, honestly. Absolutely mind-blowing. It really was.
Yeah, it was so good. And he's putting a vlog together, actually. I should check it out on his channel. Before we keep talking, are we going to go do that contract linseed?
I reckon we should do. We're only at 52 minutes at the minute, so I reckon we've got more than enough time.
Right.
I've literally. Oh, do you know what? That's annoying. I've got one bale left in this field, and I know we've got all the straw to pick up in the field that you just harvested. But I think we can. I'll go and get rid of all this. I'll get rid of this load. Oh, in fact, as well, while we're here, because we're now sat on a bank balance of £355. £1,000 even, 681. So we can buy those fields.
Let's do it.
If you like. Or do you want to do it? Because it was your good idea. So
yes.
Feel free to go make the purchase.
Let's go make the purchase, shall we? Let's go expand.
Indeed, 2 more fields into the farm's portfolio.
So we're going to do field number 8 and 18, correct? So that is sunflower and corn.
Yes, I reckon so. And then all they need is a little bit of TLC, a bit of a top-up of lime and nitrogen, and then we'll be ready to harvest them. In fact, when will they be ready to harvest, actually?
The corn is a lot further along, so we need to do something about that this month.
Okay, that's fine. Well, there we go. We've got some.
Has a little bit of time, so
no probs. Well, there's some content for the next video, then, isn't there?
Yes.
Indeed.
And Leroy was the favoured design in the jumper. Yes, it was. You may have noticed. Anybody that's new to the chat, my logo has changed slightly. This channel is going to be completely dedicated to Farm Sim now, and I will have another channel which is Mrs. Sim Gamer Beyond the Barn.
I do love that name.
That was
well done, Luna. Was that Luna Bear? I do love the Beyond the Barn. That is a really good idea.
Yeah, that's all her. Can't take any credit whatsoever.
Well.
And she designed it all, of course. So.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Diane's saying, love you, Scroft, on your role. No, it's all right. Yeah, Diane was just saying then she's loves Scroft and his role plays. I think to be fair, Diane, we all do. Do you know what the farm hand as a series, it's so much better than, do you know, like soap operas of back in the day that, you know, your mum used to watch?
Yeah.
They're all, you know, like Emmerdale and stuff like that. The Farmhand is so much better than them. It really genuinely is. It's so much more interesting and fun and just better.
I was very happy with the cliffhanger, Scruffed. I won't say it because I don't want to ruin anyone's. I was watching it whilst making dinner this evening.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be something else, and I didn't guess that cliffhanger. So you were right. You were right. No one guessed it. It was a good one.
Awesome, yeah, man. But yeah, it's the quality. It's, I mean, because now that obviously I've started making videos, I've tried my hand at a couple of role plays. I'm in the middle of doing a role play-ish thing over on Tahitian, but it's really difficult to come up with like a storyline or some kind of a story or some kind of anything that you think people would enjoy. But then you watch The Farmhand, and it's just there's next level, and then there's next level.
Yeah, it's character
and that's
building,
what that's
isn't
like.
it? Which
quite literally, it's incredible.
Really skilled at.
And now that I'm involved in making videos, the appreciation of what must go in to making that series is, quite frankly, mind-blowing, mate. It really is. Forgive me, I know I've said it so many times already. Like, I think it's one of the first things I said to you when I met you. It was like, Scruffed, oh my word, Farmhand, amazing, you know, because it was just like, wow. But yeah, fanboying, what can I say? You're used to that by now, though, surely.
Yeah, when you spotted him, you dragged me over.
I did, but yeah, I kind of from the other side of the room. I kind of saw him, and I was like, "There he is! There he is! You want to go see him?" Mrs. like, "There he is! Go see Scruffed."
Go.
Sorry, Megan. You're very welcome, Scruffed. Very welcome, mate.
Sorry, buddy.
Please say hi to
Field 57. Is that the one we're doing?
Yes, Field 57. That's correct. Yeah, is that the Harvest? It's just over $6,000.
Yeah, 6849 my side, so I'll accept that.
That'll be interesting, actually, because we established that even in the price commodities menu in the game, the prices that we were being told that we would get for the silage and the straw that we just sold were different on both of our screens. So it'd be interesting. What was the contract saying it was paying us?
58. Sorry, 6859, something like that.
68. I'm just going to go and see if it's the same. Hang on, there we go. 6849. I've got.
Thank you, Peter, for the sub on the other channel. I appreciate it. It's pretty bare at the moment. I'm going to be working on it.
Yeah, you've got to kind of like re-download and transfer.
Sugar, so sorry, I wasn't even watching.
No, it's all right. I'll go around that way. Thank you very much. Lovely. Right. What needs taking over, mate? Are you going over with the tractor and trailer or not?
Yeah.
Shall I
the harvester? Yeah, the harvester. I've pulled the head around and put it on the header trailer. So that's still in the field at the top, though.
Right. I shall.
I'll be honest
go and get it now. Like.
What's the best way to get there?
Drive up the main drag past Court Farm on you. If you turn left out the street now.
Yep.
Drive up past George's farm on the right.
Yep.
And then you get to the windmill and turn right. You go off at kind of like a 45-degree angle, and then you'll get to Home Farm.
Yep.
And then you need to go into Home Farm. And then follow Home Farm round to the right, and then right again, and 57 is kind of down the end there.
Down the way.
Down then there. Cheers, Leroy, mate. Thanks for your time, buddy. Good to see you, pal. Thank you.
Yoss, glad Ogsy dragged me over here. Well, thank
Cheers,
you.
Yoss.
That is so nice of
man.
Yoss to be here. I will message both Ogsy and FSG later to say thank you, because
that was
very
next
kind.
level generosity, really. To be fair, I'm still. Well, it made my heart skip a beat. To be honest, I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that this evening.
Well, absolutely. Right, where's this? Oh, there's the header. There you go. Oh, look at that! How neatly you've parked them in the field, mate.
Yeah, they should be ready
Kudos.
for you.
Thank you very much. Fuel's cheap around here, though, isn't it?
Fuel, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, up north?
No, I'm just saying because you left. I'm joking because you left the harvester running. I'm
Oh,
only
did
messing,
I?
mate.
Oh, sugar,
I'm
sorry.
messing. It's all right.
That is so typical me.
It's only a combine harvester that does about 0.7 to the gallon. It's all right.
Oh, I am terrible.
Oh, mate, I'll let you off. I'll let you off. Just
Fisher
this
J,
once.
howdy. Thank you for being here.
Yes, hello, mate. Forgive me. I did see you. I did see you pop into the chat before, Fisher J. I'm just. Yeah. Oh, good lord! I've just crashed into somebody's house.
This is a super busy chat tonight, so
I know.
if we haven't given you a shout out, I apologise.
You know what? The worst thing. Well, it's not the worst thing. It's just one of those things. But obviously, I've played this game forever. I never crash, hardly.
No, I actually, even when we're recording, you don't crash.
I know, but tonight it's like I'm just driving into trees, driving into walls. It's like trying to look at the chat. I can't remember the last time I looked at the camera, so I'm very sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm looking directly. Do you know what? That was another thing, being a newbie to all this video making malarkey. I put out a couple of those, the last couple of videos I made for LAMMA that I released yesterday, and I did a couple of snippets where I'm sat here talking to my camera because
yeah, I love that.
I felt there was a need for it, and the number of times I had to redo it because I wasn't looking at the lens, I was looking at the screen just to the left of the lens. So when I watched my footage back to make sure that it was acceptable and video worthy, I'm looking over there, so I'm talking like that, going hello, but the camera's there, not there, and it's so the number of times I had to get frustrated with myself and redo it and redo it and redo it and redo it.
Oh, it takes time to practice. I'm constantly. I forget that the camera. I'm looking directly at it now, but I just forget where the camera is half the time because I'm playing the game, looking at the chat, but when you're talking into the camera,
it's a very different thing, and
very different.
Fortunately, FSG earlier today made me feel better about it all because he did say making a vlog is a whole different thing to making this, to do, sitting in front of your computer,
skill,
essentially talking to yourself, is a whole different thing to walking around with a camera in real life around actual human beings, presenting yourself to the camera and sounding like, or trying to make content that other people would watch, because you can't just hello, all right, yeah, this is a tractor, is this like that. You can't do that. You've got to be animated, you've got to put oomph in your voice, and you've got to smile. One of the things I haven't realised about me, obviously I've got a face like a bag of smashed spanners, so it's I don't smile very much.
Ridiculous. I forget to smile.
Yeah,
it's funny. You even when you're having a photograph taken with somebody, and you're like, you just stare at and like, oh, yep, smile.
Yeah, smile, and you're like, I am smiling. It's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
It's like, yeah, it's like, well, this is just how my face lies, which is just like, yeah, whatever. And it's something that you don't think about. And when I put myself in front, when I bought the camera for the first time a few weeks ago, I bought that because I bought myself a GoPro specifically for LAMMA, so I could walk around and make some footage and do a thing. And I chose the camera I chose because it does 4K videos, and it's a GoPro Hero 12 or something like that. And are you off getting the harvester, by the way?
I am. I should be with you soon.
Well, I'm going to sit and do absolutely nothing and natter for a bit. Yeah, I bought this camera, and I went down to my mate's workshop, and he builds and race preps cars. So at the time he had a Jaguar E-Type V12, beautiful classic thing on the dyno in there. So anyone who knows what a dyno is, it's where you tune a car. So we got a V12 Jaguar at full chat, 4 feet away from me, and I was testing my camera, and then I went outside and turned the camera around and pretended to start making talking to the camera, because I'd never done it before, ever in my life. I've never even taken a selfie before, because I don't do it. It's just not my thing.
Not even with other people?
Well, I don't have other people to. I've taken. Sorry, no, that's a lie. I've taken a selfie with my dog, and maybe once or twice with Mrs. Yeah, selfie dog. But most of the time, it's just not the sort of thing I do. Anyway. But talking into the camera was such an alien feeling, and then when I got home, loaded the footage onto my computer to see what it looked like, and then I saw this in 4K. And I was shocked. Like, oh my god, I've never seen my face in 4K.
In 4K.
I look like an old man's. Yeah. That was me. I was like, oh my god.
I give myself a fright often. You jump in the harvester, buddy.
Am I going for the harvester, mate? Okay.
There's 7% in there. It didn't fill into the trailer, so I thought we may as well just bring it up here.
Yeah, no problem at all, mate. Well, it all goes to the same thing. In fact, where is this? Because this is a contract. Where have we got to take this to? Garden centre.
It's a garden centre.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit of a journey.
Yeah, that is quite a journey, actually, thinking about it.
Hey, Twin Can Gaming, you legend.
Twin
How are
Cam.
you doing?
Hello, mate. Are you doing? You all right?
So good to see you at LAMMA.
It really was.
You too, the Fisher J. Really good to see you. And
Do you know what?
apparently...
I forgot now.
Oh, sorry. You first.
No, you first. You go on.
Yoss said here, result of your own question. Arkley will try and get his wife on multiplayer tomorrow. I'm assuming you're talking about the question I asked everybody at the community meetup. How do we get more women playing?
Yes, that was a belter of a question, that wasn't it? And I think it got everybody thinking, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
To me, I know there are quite a lot of women playing, but not as many as men. Not even close.
No, I think you are right in that respect, aren't you? There's the percentage of.
Yeah, and how do we get more involved in our community? Because we have some amazing people in this community. Diane, you're here often. We've got Cher, obviously Luna Bear. I have
Dust Bunny.
Dust Bunny. We've got Violet Pixie. I'm guessing female. It's sometimes hard to tell with profiles. But I would love to see more, and I would like to see some more FS content creators being female. Yeah. It'd be really cool. It'd be really cool.
Well, that's it. It's just like we said before, that just the community itself is so welcoming. So it's not like it's one of these horrible gaming chat rooms that's just full of sweaty little boys shooting people in the face. It's
actually, there was a funny comment earlier, and I'm gonna put my my thing down so I can go find it.
Oh, okay.
And it was when you talked about people shooting themselves, shooting in the faces and all sorts. Where was it? Oh yeah, it was Bovine said. Still think Grand Theft farming should be a thing.
Grand Theft farming
would be good to drag someone out of a combine.
That's literally. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, just run up to a combine if you don't get fed through the combine before you get into can break into it. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be quite easy to do that though, because they're not very fast, are they?
They're not fast. But I was laughing. But you were mid-story, and now Bovine's gone, so I can't tell him how much that made me laugh. So
GTA farm, that'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
It would be quite funny to just flick a switch to an adult version of the game, and you. Because guys, I am quite a fan of GTA, and I've clocked a lot of hours on.
You're a bit of a crim. In another gaming.
I would like to say I'm an entrepreneur, and I don't mind taking from one to give to myself in the virtual world.
At the traffic lights, taking their car off them.
Yeah, why
not? So Chris B, actors all field. actors all feared 4K as it showed all the lines on their faces. Yeah, that's exactly what I had.
The plastic
Literally.
surgeons were very happy.
Oh, I'm sure they were. Yeah, I'm sure they were. Oh, hello, mate. Sneaking up behind me there. Yeah. Have an auger. I think there should be room to carry on round on this. I think there's enough of a verge there. My Farm Sim Life, I think a Discord channel would be great. Yes, I know Discord is something that I haven't got my my aged noodle around yet. I am on Discord. I do have a Discord profile, but I don't have my own Discord page, and I have absolutely zero idea on how to do the wonder that is Discord.
I think this is a big part of what me and you need. Me and you need a day where we talk about because we have a joint server, me and Farmer Sim, and
yep.
We've always had this idea of opening the server up as well and having something. So I think we could probably get a community between the two of us with one of our servers, and it would be quite cool, maybe once a month, eventually, to have this open and
jump on.
People jump on.
Yeah, we could have a save that we can open up to everyone else, and also have the capacity to jump on as well, and potentially do an episode from with a few other people on board at the same time. Sorry, forgive me, Diane. How do you get started, and what do you need to start?
For
what are we referring to here, mate? Are we talking about YouTube?
If you're referring to YouTube, then I would love to talk to you about that. Got some other people here, which is absolutely amazing.
Do you know what? I'm going to turn my vehicle volume down, because even though Mr. Thor apparently did reduce the volume of this said
Oh my god, meeting Mark Thor as well. That also gave me goosebumps.
Yeah.
I was like, you are so amazing.
That's it.
Mark, good to have you back. Thank you. I create FS content just as mods, not YouTube content. Yeah, your mods are insane.
Mark Haythornthwaite, good evening, sir. How you doing? It was wonderful meeting you on Wednesday, mate. I can help you with Discord. I think I need all the help with Discord. It's.
Mark sat right behind me, apparently. Yes, I think we had a couple of little chats and giggles between the two of us.
Yeah. Again, likewise meeting yourself, mate. It was just so amazing meeting all these people that I've known all your names, especially from Farm Sim Guy's chat rooms on his live streams that he's been doing for so long, and just to finally meet you all, it was like, wow, this is just crazy. For me, I think I said this earlier, it was better than bumping into like film stars and TV celebrities and stuff like that, because it's way more down to earth and normal, relevant. Normal is the wrong word. Sorry, relevant was much better choice of word. Thank you, mate. No, you're very welcome, mate. You're very welcome. So yes, I need this. Do you know what? There's so many things I need to do. I've been told to do something about channel memberships. I believe there was do you know what? I'm just thinking about it. There was a comment a few minutes ago. Do you want to hang to your left a tiny bit, mate?
Of course, my friend. Sorry, I was a bit close there.
No, not at all. No,
yes,
it's all right.
We do need more Mark. This is so true. We need more Mark. And honestly, you're so sweet in real life as well. You make these incredible mods for us all, and you're just so sweet and humble in real life. How is this?
It's awesome. It really is. Yes, Diane, making videos. Diane was referring to making videos. So how do you get started, and what do you need to start?
Right, I'll just do a couple more shout-outs before they get lost in my chat, and then we'll dive straight into that. Gold Gaming, thank you for popping in.
Thank you very much.
And J-Mac Trucking, thank you so much for being here. Apparently you stream on Twitch. I don't talk, I just do farming. Ooh, post your link here and I will check it out. I will definitely check that out. And Bear Cub, hi, lovely to have you here as well. But Diane, yes.
Yeah, okay, what do you need to start
started?
To make videos? Well, firstly...
You put your pipe in, dude.
I beg your pardon.
Turn your pipe out.
Steady.
Steady.
Mark's saying it was a bizarre. Yeah, it was good bizarre, wasn't it? It was just very surreal, wasn't it? It was, but it was wonderful. That's what it was. Diane, are you? Firstly, are you on PlayStation or? Are you on console or PC? Just to get a ballpark, an idea of where you're starting from. Because
Diane's on PC.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Haythornthwaite is Mr. Time-Saving Stock Check. I was literally using that a couple of hours ago, as I do on pretty much all of my saves, mate, on my Court Farm series.
That
helped
is
me establish
a
that I had
game changer mod. If you don't have that mod, download it.
It's mega.
It's
It's so helpful. It really is.
J-Mac,
How full are you, mate?
Post your I think you should be able to put links in. If you can't, then send me a message with your YouTube link. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, man. Indeed. Yeah, so what are you on? Are you on console or PC, Diane? If you're on console, I reckon Mrs. SG would be the best person to give you technical advice on how to start recording and stuff on console, because you started off your channel started off on console, didn't it?
It did. Yep.
And it was my fault that you're now on PC. Do you know there's something really nice about shopping for somebody else with somebody else's money?
Yeah, it's a lot less stressful, isn't it?
Oh, it was like I'd literally.
You need this, you need.
For those of you who are unaware, Mrs. SG took the plunge into PC gaming a few months ago, and having come from the world of consoles, she wasn't particularly clued up on the best things to get. So I came on board, and I was like, right, with essentially a shopping list of you know if you go to like a website like Curry's, for example, and you type in graphics cards, and essentially naturally you'll it's the one at the bottom that's the most expensive and the one at the top that's the cheapest. Well, it was essentially a case of, right, go to the bottom, that one, go to the bottom, motherboard, that one, RAM, that, processor, that
go
one,
to the
everything.
most expensive of everything. That's right.
Yeah. And several £1,000s later, your computer is now incredible.
Yeah.
Way better than mine. Considerably better than mine.
Yeah, but yours was considerably better. This is the issue with anything in life, any technology. It ages so fast. Diana's on PC and Xbox One.
Right. Okay. So if you are, let's say for example, you're going to start your video making on your PC, because it would probably be you'll have a lot more options available to you. Firstly, you'll need a program. You'll want a program called OBS Studio. Oh, sorry, forgive me. My Farm Sim Life has already said that. OBS Studio is great if you're on PC. Forgive me, mate. I missed that one. Yes, OBS Studio. That's the program that I think most of us use.
Yep.
You can use that to stream, and you can use that to record. That's the brunt of your video making software, and that's pretty much all you need, really. You need OBS. What else do you need? Oh, yeah.
Microphone.
Well, yes, there's microphone. If you're planning on talking into your videos, you need to get yourself a microphone. But also, then there's the editing software, which that's entirely down to, I suppose, budget and
it's budget, that one.
Skill set as well. If you if you were like me and a complete noob, where I've done a tiny bit of video editing in the past, but not very much. I use a program called OpenShot Video Editor, which is a free open source video editing software thing. Yes, Farm Sim, Mark Haythornthwaite. Yeah, don't
you need
forget
the game.
Farm Sim. You need the game. Yeah. forgive me. This advice you're receiving off me is all over the place, isn't it? I use it depends on your budget. If you're really good and you know what you're doing, and you can get stuff like the Adobe Premiere Pro, which I think that's like that's the premium level. If you're awesome and you know what you're doing.
Though.
Oh, there's Adobe Rush. Yeah, forgive me. Is that what you use, mate?
Yeah, it's Premiere Pro is fantastic, but if you're looking for really quick output, Adobe Rush, I think it's Rush. Oh my gosh, help.
Yeah.
Adobe Rush,
Adobe
Premiere Rush.
Yeah.
And it also has all of the outputs ready, so you can record, export YouTube 4K. You don't even need to think about it. It's like a couple of clicks of a button. So
and now you make me feel like a tool because I threw my toys out the pram, didn't I, with that thing?
I think it's you do a lot more. Well, you do cinematics, whereas I do and I don't. I just don't have the. I don't have the time and the patience. You spend hours upon hours, and and the quality of videos are higher quality than mine. Because of that,
well,
you put the time and effort into it. But Rush is really good for my style. Premiere Pro is probably better for your style, and Premiere Pro is a little bit more tricky.
Premiere Pro is a whole lot more tricky. It is considerably more tricky. But it was one of those things. From my perspective, I found it very difficult trying to learn something else because I'd been used to using the programs I've been using since October last year, 2021.
When is your YouTube anniversary? That's coming up very soon.
Funnily enough, what we're on today, it is the 20th of January. I don't know whether I'm going to be using the release of my first video as the anniversary, because I technically created the channel several months before I released my first video. So I actually got a notification through YouTube back in October saying, "Congratulations, your channel is 12 months old." And I was like, oh. But to me, it wasn't, because my 12-month anniversary is from, I think, the 8th of February. That's when I released video number 1, which took me 4 months to make, which was a 1.5-minute cinematic video. It literally, I used that the first 4 months of practice, basically, until I'd got the use of the editing software and getting the visuals of the game dialed in right.
Yeah.
But yeah, very difficult for me. But I'm getting there.
And I probably can't stress the importance enough of audio. So when I first started, I was on PlayStation, and I was actually just using the PlayStation controller mic, because I was just starting out. I was just having a bit of fun. But as you get more followers, which are really keen and avid farm sim lovers, shall we say, and people that support the channels heavily, audio is really important to them, and it turns them off very, very quickly if you have bad audio. That's just in my experience.
No, absolutely right, mate. You've got to, if you want people, evening Massey, how you doing, mate? If you want people to stick on board with your content and not be put off by anything, you've got to try your best within your capacity to make what you make sound and look as good as you can get it. And I'm guilty of this as well. Sometimes, in the past, I've clicked on a video on YouTube, and the quality, the actual visual clarity of whatever it might be is really bad, and it's just very difficult to watch, because most of us now have got big flat high definition screens and all that kind of stuff. When you watch a low definition video on a high definition screen, it's like watching it through a potato. You just can't. It's very, very difficult to keep engrossed in it. So you've got to try your very. I mean, I've been very lucky that, like, for example, this microphone that I'm talking to you on here, this was a hand-me-down from the little lad. We bought him this for his PC years ago, and he never used it. It's sat in it's a blue Snowball. I know it's white, it's not, but it's branded blue.
Yeah.
It's not the best microphone, but it's as good as I can get it for now without having to fork out loads more money. But it took me
a lot longer to invest because I
Yeah.
didn't really see this as something serious until it became a little bit more serious. When people were saying, "I really like your content, but your audio is shocking. You're like, do something about it."
Yeah.
And then I realised, oh, well, if people are willing to spend their time to watch me, then I really should do something about that. And I've got a blue as well, but this is the Blue Yeti.
A Yeti, yeah.
It can stand on the table, but I've got it attached to an arm, which really works well.
Yeah. No, absolutely. It's very tricky to. I mean, well, in my personal experience, it took me a huge amount of time. To be fair, thinking about it, when we first got going together, mate, on Purbeck, we had a lot of problems, didn't we? Because we were playing. Because you were on PlayStation, I was on PC. We were quite excited about being what we thought was one of the first cross-play multiplayer series that we could kind of find on YouTube. So we were quite chuffed with that and thinking, let's rock and roll and do it. But we had so many voice audio problems because we were forced to use the base game multiplayer stuff, essentially the in-game stuff, and it was a nightmare because one day I was too loud and then you were too quiet. The next time, once we'd fiddled around with it, you were too loud and I was too quiet. The next time we were both too quiet. My noise gate settings were completely out the window, so every time I'd say something, half of my words would get cut out because I didn't have this set up correctly. That took me ages to get to understand how to set up a noise gate for a microphone.
And
but now
I'm lucky
it's like
because you gave me all the hints and tips.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. You were very fortunate because you got your PC after I'd managed to sort out all my little niggles. So
I did take advantage of your knowledge. A huge amount.
Do you know what? My hopper is full. I've just turned the engine off just for a minute.
Friend.
Oh, the
just
bliss
through
of
the front gate.
No problem. I'm going to get the opportunity to catch up on a bit of chat here. Mark Haythornway, which is why I will stick to mods. I hate the sound of my own voice. Do you know what? That is something that I'm sure any content creator will tell you is a very strange thing at first when you start making videos. Talking to yourself in your own environment and then listening to it back at first is one of the strangest experiences ever. But now, completely normal. Cowgirl 1080, me and the hubby have learned a lot from watching you, Scroff, Dagwin, FSG and DJ Goham, along with a few others.
Nice.
Well, that's wonderful to hear, mate. Thank you very much.
That play together, stay together.
Absolutely. Appreciate. I need to turn this. Sorry, mate. Lovely to have you on board. Thank you for giving us some time here on the live stream. Thanks for joining us. Glad to know that you've learnt something from me. Goodness me. Can I have that in writing? Sorry. Technically,
you want
I've
to
got
plaque
it in
that?
writing, haven't I? Yeah. I'm going to put it on a plaque. Someone's learnt something from me.
So I do have a question here. My farm sim life. I'll drive with you for a little bit if you like. 88%.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay.
My farm sim life. You asked the question about women in farming simulator on LAMMA. Oh gosh, everybody knows about this question I asked.
The question.
The question. Do you know any other women who stream FS? That's a really good question. I have not found anybody who takes it really seriously on YouTube.
Okay.
On Twitch, there are a few women which do play, a lot of them being German. And unfortunately I'm not fluent in German, so it's a little bit more tricky for me. Virtual Farmer on stage did mention a female Twitcher, which was serious about Farm Sim, and I unfortunately I just didn't catch her name, and I probably should ask. But and
I could find out because I've got it on footage somewhere on here.
oh, if you could, that would be amazing.
No, I can do. Yeah, yes, Mark. This is writing. I know. I realised that after I'd said it. I said, "Can I have it in writing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's literally in writing on my screen in front of me." Live stream nerves. That's what it is. It's. I don't know if you can relate to this, Mrs. SG, but it's so easy to make silly mistakes. Again, I think.
Yeah, it is.
I think this is. I can still count on one hand how many streams, live streams, we have done. I think it's 4 or 5, maybe
I think
6.
Maybe our 5th.
So yeah, so there's still. I'm certainly much more comfortable with it. I can only speak for myself here, but I'm certainly getting way more comfortable with the whole concept of this.
Yeah,
um,
until FSG, Argsy, or Scroff jump in, and then
Christ,
I'm like,
I know, and then it's like babbling mess, crashing into walls. Honestly, mega. Honestly, will you be attending FarmCon? I don't think I can make FarmCon this year. It's at the beginning of June or July, is it? 6th and 7th, is that correct? At the minute, I don't think I can make it. A, because I'm broke. B, well, C, A, because that governs everything. We've streamed 7 times. Thank you, Massey. There we go.
7?
We've 7 times. Yeah, apparently. Well, I think maybe that might be across the board because I know I've done 1 solo stream.
You have, my friend. That was really good. I enjoyed that. I'll be trucking. Yo. Good to have you here, my friend.
RB, good evening, mate. How you doing? Hope you're good. Thank you very much for joining us, mate. Hope you're all right.
It was Mean Robot Suck that would like us to try a Sunday evening.
Yes, I do remember him saying he works on a Saturday night, doesn't he?
Yeah, so we might have to switch it up to see if to catch a different audience.
Do on a Sunday night for a change. Well, we could certainly give it a go one Sunday.
Yeah.
A bit of a lag spike then, mate.
Oh, did you? I'm all good here.
Nothing too bad, but 6 of the streams were multiplayer. Yeah. So I've done 6 with you, Mrs. SG, and I've done 1 on me Bill. Yeah.
Sick.
On me Todd.
I love
65% through the. Do you know what? Yeah, I really do too. It's good fun. It's so much fun. It's incredible having such a wonderful chat to talk to as well. I'm doing my best to catch up on chat. Forgive me, Chantel Taylor. Forgive me. The chat at the top of the screen there. You also watch Farm Sim every time a new video is posted. You play on Xbox and use OBS to stream on Twitch.
Oh,
forgive me, mate. I'm certainly not ignoring.
Legend.
Well, there you go. There's another lady FS. I'm assuming, forgive me, that you're playing FS, playing on Xbox and use OBS to stream to Twitch.
Yes.
So there's a content creator there.
Please send us your Twitch, please. I would love to see it. We're working to get more women involved with the YouTube community.
Absolutely. See, now we're stuck. You see, Andreas is saying he can't do Sundays. He works on Sundays. Mean Robots can't do Saturdays because he works on Saturdays. Maybe we're going to have to do a Monday or a Wednesday.
We'll have to just mix it up. One week we do one week we'll do another.
Yeah. Are you going to FarmCon, Mr. H? Are you thinking of going over? In fact, how many of you in the chat are considering going to FarmCon this year out of interest? I would love to go.
I am going to consider going.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good lass.
It all depends on health at the time.
Yeah.
But if I'm good, me and Luna Bear will be there.
Nice. Yeah, I would love to go. I really would. I'd drive though. With it being in Germany, I'd drive. I'd take the Honda and I'd stop at the good old Nürburgring for on the way there and the way back for a few laps. I feel.
RB Truckin is eating a bowl of taco soup. Didn't we have someone eating lasagna soup last week? And now we've got
that was Violet.
Soup.
Violet was eating lasagna soup, and now you're eating taco soup. You are, Mark. Good man. You are going to FarmCon.
Nice.
Lucky man. Hotels booked already.
No,
Nice.
my farm sim life is not Hamburg. Oh gosh, Mark, where is it? It's actually in a city that I'm not familiar with. More.
I'm afraid my
brain escapes
attention
me.
to detail can say it's in Germany. That's as close as I can get to it. I can't think which town it's in.
It's a town I've never been to. And Germany's big anyway. I've only travelled to a few of the cities.
And after the experience of LAMMA, more than ever, I am going to FarmCon. Do you know what, mate? I don't blame you. Please don't talk food. I'm getting hungry, says my farm sim life. Do you know what, mate? I'm actually getting quite peckish as well. Well, unfortunately, yes, that is our thing. Bod, scran, chow. Yeah.
We normally talk about food all the time, but this chat has just been so busy.
I could murder a dirty kebab right now.
Oh, although I had a lovely steak dinner this evening, so
I had a beef casserole, which was just as nice, but I could still murder a big doner kebab right now.
Your capacity for food is legend status. It's like you could. One burger is not enough for Farmer Sim.
No, it's really not. It's really not. One burger is pitiful.
It's quite pitiful, really.
2 double burgers, at least. I didn't get this at all without any good hard work, let me just tell you that.
Okay, so apparently it is in... Oh my goodness, how on earth am I going to pronounce that?
Is this another one of Mrs. SG's questionable pronunciations?
Yeah, this is...
That's a game show in of itself.
But
welcome to Mrs. Sim Gamer's questionable pronunciations.
Yes, pass me a word which I can't pronounce.
Yeah. Discombobulate.
At least Mark says, say that one correctly.
Mark Toberdorf.
He knows. Yeah, Mark Toberdorf.
Mark Toberdorf.
Is that what we're going with?
In Germany.
Mark Toberdorf. Is that what we're going with?
Yes.
Sounds like a I don't know what, but currywurst is one of my
Currywurst.
Currywurst is one of my favourite things. It's basically German sausage covered in curry sauce with chips, and it is now that is legend status.
That sounds tasty stuff, to be fair.
Love it so much.
Yes, my farm sim life. I am 6'5". I am too tall. I don't fit anywhere. Light fittings and door frames are my worst enemy most of the time.
In fact, you hurt my neck because I was having to look up at you that entire time.
I hurt your neck. Yeah.
I actually walked quite straight past you because I couldn't see your face.
Do you know what you did actually when you first got here? You walked past and I was like, "Oi, come here."
See you. You're too
Chris
tall.
Restall. Oh, Chris Restall is saying, I follow Mia's Farm Diary and Farming Girl on YouTube as well. There we go. Thank you. There's a few more of our female FS creating cohorts.
Is that Farming
to add to the
Girl
list
on YouTube? Let me.
Yeah, Mia's Farming Diary and Farming Girl on YouTube. Farming Girl. I'm assuming it's just Farming Girl. Both of them are on YouTube.
I'm checking this out. Farming Girl.
For a second there, Mark, I thought when you typed in Mark Toberdorf, I thought you were like that was a bit of a joke because with Mark Toberdorf, but that is actually the place where FarmCon is.
Just a almost girl playing Farming Simulator.
Say that again, mate.
Yeah. I'm subscribing. Legend. She looks great. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. And what other ones were
there? Farming Girl. It might be just Farming Girl or Farming Girl on YouTube. One of the two.
Yeah, I've got.
I don't know if the on YouTube is part of the channel name or not. I'm not sure.
I got Farmer Girl, so I'll watch some of her vids.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow.
Diane is saying my dog lost a toenail, and Lucy never missed beat. Lucy was running around and didn't care. Ooh. Your dog's lost a toenail. I think my dog's lost a toenail once before. Oh, there we go. Where are you up to, mate?
Just driving past field 88.
Oh, okay.
Luna Bear
It's
says
incredible.
sorry.
No, go on. You talk. I was just going to
going to say, nonsense. Luna Bear says 1 hour and 38 minutes into the stream, and you're now only just talking about food. It's a new record. So true.
Yeah. It's normally like, hello everyone, biscuits.
Biscuits.
Could
you imagine?
Pies.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the stream. Today we're doing farming, but first let's talk about biscuits.
But first, cake.
Hey.
I'd only just realised that obviously I play this game all the time, and whenever I'm doing like all my other series and videos and anything, and even if I'm not doing a video, you know how you harvest a field, you do a couple of headlands, and then you run the up and down rows. But whenever I'm on stream doing this with you, I just do a million headlands. I just go around in a circle because it's so much easier.
Weird, isn't it?
Acknowledge that. I've just looked at them. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? I'm just making some kind of strange pentagon shape. But it's because it's easier to concentrate, and not that I'm doing a very good job. MK Gaming Wolf, buddy, I would like to see your big dog, as we've not seen it yet.
Oh, he's lovely.
Well, hang on a minute. I can show you a photograph of my vast dog.
Vast man has vast dog.
Well, that was one of the things when Mrs. Farmer Sim and the wee lad battled me forever, saying, "Can we get a dog? Can we get a dog?" It was like, right, well, if we're going to get one, we're getting a big one, because I'm not walking around with a little dog, with me being the size I am. Oh, here you go. I'll show you a photograph of him running on the beach. Right. Can you see that there? There you go. I know that doesn't give any indication as to his size. There you go. Is that good enough? I'll try and find... And his name's Maximus, of course. I'll try and find a picture that shows him the scale. Oh, thanks, mate. You've just emptied mine hopper.
Yes, my friend. I will drive with you when you're ready.
Again, I know that doesn't really show the scale, but that's an average country lane that's about the width of a decent car, and that's him holding a very small tree in his mouth. I'm trying to...
Half German Shepherd, my farm sim life. What's the other half? What do you think?
Yeah, you've got to guess. Yeah, see if you can
What's the other half of him?
Moron.
I think it'd be easier if we showed his feet. But that may be a giveaway in itself.
I don't have any pictures of his feet close up.
That's ridiculous. I have so many pictures of my dog's paws. I'm obsessed with dog's paws. Yeah, they're
really?
So cute. The little pads, all the fur. They look
Bulldog?
like little toe beans. Bulldog.
No, he's not bulldog, mate. He's no. You've got two more guesses.
Think a lot bigger as well.
Yeah, think big and hairy. And he's big. He's 50 kilos. He's a big ass dog. That's what he is. A big ass dog. How full are you, mate?
93.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you got two more guesses at Max's breed or half breed. Crossbreed, whatever.
He is a crossbreed.
Portuguese water dog? Nope. Mojo says husky? Nope.
No. Keep going. But water is a good hint.
Technically, yes. Technically, there's a clue in the water.
Yes. These dogs are incredible in water.
Yeah.
Gaming
He's
Joy
an
says
awesome
Bull
thing,
Mastiff. No.
Nope.
Good guess though. Great Dane, Stephen says nope.
Yep.
Think more.
But they're all going, what the hell is he then? He's half shepherd, half idiot. That's what he is. No, he's not really. He's awesome. Absolutely adore that dog. St. Bernard. Not quite. No. Nope.
So close. You're thinking of the right scale now.
Yeah. He's actually quite... He would have been a lot bigger. We actually had to We had to slow his growth down when he was younger because he was growing too fast. And his joints were growing... His joints weren't growing at the same speed as everything else. So he would occasionally have... He would quite often have limps in his, one or more of his legs. I think what did they say? It was called panosteitis, I think they called it, which was essentially growing too fast.
Not heard of that. The only thing that grows too fast is my stomach.
Takes after his father. What, you mean being an idiot, Mark? Yeah. Yeah. Half German Shepherd, half idiot, like me.
Should we put everyone out of their misery?
Okay. He's half German Shepherd, half Newfoundland. His dad was a Newfie called Bear, even though I literally call Max Bear all the time because he looks like a bear and sheds hair like a bear and is the same size as a bear. His dad was called Bear and his mum was the German Shepherd.
We just had 2 late entrances, Paul Golver and Paul Hollis, say Newfoundland. Both of them said Newfoundland right at the last minute. You got it,
Get in, well done.
Well done.
If there was a prize, you'd have won it. And yes, Mark was meaning me. Yeah, it's just that idiot. Yeah. Thanks, mate. I know. Don't you worry.
He's gorgeous. I still need to meet him, but all the pictures
he's a good lad.
and all the stories, he is
the most gentle, soft. He's scared of the cat. I mean, what comes out of his back end is bigger than the cat. But he won't, if the cat's sat in the middle of the room, the dog will just sit there and wait for the cat to move, because if the cat goes and just paws at him, Max kind of cowers out the way, and it's like, Max, you could just one bark, you could move the cat 4 or 5 feet back with the air movement. He's 8 years, he'll be 9 in September, my farm sim life. 8 at the minute, 9 in September. But he's good. He's a very healthy dog. In fact, one night, one stream, I can get him up here. In fact, what have we got? It's 9:45. It is 9:45. Yeah. It might be a bit of a bugger for me to get him up here. It'll mean faffing around. But yeah, one stream. I'll try. If I had Ritz, that's a good. Yeah, that's how I'd get him up here, is to shake the Rick, get some crackers or some biscuits. But yeah, I'll try and get him here. The problem is, once he's in here, he won't know unless I hold a biscuit up. That's a good point, actually. If I hold a biscuit up here and go, he'll look at you, and then you'll be able to see him.
Oh gosh, I forgot stream.
You forgot what?
Nothing.
What? Oh, did you drive into the stream as in the water?
Yeah, I was so close, but
not the live. I thought you were talking about the stream itself. Don't work with kids or animals live. Yeah, no, don't worry, mine's. But Mark's just saying, don't work with kids or animals live, or course play.
Oh. Paul, Newfoundland used as lifeguards to rescue swimmers in distress. You're correct. They are wonderful, wonderful creatures.
That's it. Well, Max he's got the webbed feet of a Newfie. He's got most of the size of a Newfie. He's got the big. His coat's kind of half and half. He's kind of half between a shepherd and half between a Newfie. So he is literally slap bang in the middle.
Yeah, but proper sweetheart. Cher apparently has 4 cats.
Yes.
Oh, tell us all, Cher. I want to know. I had a beautiful. We adopted her at 14. She stayed with us until the week of her 19th birthday. She was a tabby rescue. Absolutely stunning, but she was the biggest diva that ever existed. Ever. Stop.
Yeah. Mr.
And
Thor, welcome to the stream, sir. Sorry, mate, didn't mean to.
Mark
How
Thor,
you doing?
legend. We were talking about
Don't
you
work with
earlier as
live
well.
kids or animals. Do you like the harvester? I do. This is the updated version
Yeah,
with the
thank you, Mark.
20,000 litre capacity. This is, on Court Farms, at least for me, this is my forever harvester, Mr. Thor. It is the perfect size. It gets through all the gates. It's got the perfect size header. People kept on saying to me on my other Court Farms Let's Play series, oh, why don't you are you going to be thinking about upgrading the harvester? This was like less than 2 weeks before you released the update for it, I think. Cheers, Violet. Thanks for joining us, mate. Hope you've had fun. Thank you very much for your time, mate.
Thank you,
Good
Violet.
to see you.
Lovely to have you
See you in
here.
the next one, mate.
Have a nice dinner.
Yeah, everyone was saying, "Oh, you're gonna," or a few people were saying, "Sorry, you're gonna upgrade your harvester and get something nice and new and shiny." And it was like, I don't really want to. There's nothing. What's wrong with this? And this is literally one of the only few that will fit through the gateposts of the fields on this map. And then within a week or two, there was an update for it that made it 20,000 litres, and then it added the real dashboard live thing, so you can see your capacity while you're sat in cab. And it's like, done. I don't ever need another harvester on Court Farms, at least on here. This is tickety-boo. So thank you. Legend.
Absolute
Love
legend. J-Mac Truckin
Yeah, man.
actually just said, I have a question for you all. What's your favourite mod? Anything that...
Oh,
the
favourite mod?
We have a couple of modders right here in...
We do.
So anything that these two guys do is amazing. Always check out the two marks.
The two marks.
Their legendary status.
What is... yeah, favourite mod. I mean, that's a big one. That's. I mean, I'm quite partial. Oh, there's so many.
There are so many.
I don't know.
The one I use at the moment the most of Mark Thor's is definitely the quick bail. It's just saves my backside when I'm so busy and I need to get stuff done. It's saved me hours of my life, and I can't live without the stock checking.
Time-saving stock check.
Yeah, because I play very business-like, a little bit like Farmer Cop. I didn't realise that was his sort of way of playing. I play very business-like. How can I make the most money out of things? And that, to me, was a complete and utter game changer. Yeah, that's my two favourites from the modders, which are in our chat right now.
I haven't got an answer at the minute. I mean, I don't know. I do know that I've finished harvesting this field though, mate. 70% full.
Legend.
Look at my... Do you know what? I'm going to have to... No, I'm not going to. That would just be silly, but I was just really quite enjoying the neatness and the pattern of my rows, because I've just gone round in a circle. In fact, I'll come over to the entrance to the field, actually.
Nice.
And then that can be...
just gone past the back entrance to Home Farm.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course, yeah, because the garden centres are the way over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been
98% completed on the contract as well, mate. So,
this should give us some good extra dollar.
It should, because we just bought a couple more fields, haven't we? So I can now take the header off. There we go. Yeah, favourite mods. I think. I mean, those of you who've watched my other videos that I make, my series and stuff, you know, I'm quite partial to a cinematic or 10. I love making my cinematics, and I would not be able to do cinematics without easy dev tools, Courseplay, and auto drive. That's where my thing lies.
That's your bread and butter, isn't it?
Bread and butter. Well, I just love making them. I can lose myself for hours just fanning about making cinematics.
Oh gosh, those rows look immaculate.
You know what? I'm going to get into Iron Man mode just for the sake of...
I need to look at this.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never... Oh, well, apart from the curves at the end that look a little bit higgledy-piggledy.
So
I'd be a bit
cool.
hesitant to pick those up. I don't know.
Do you know what this looks
mean-
like? It looks like a maze.
It kind of does a bit, doesn't it? What I've established from this is that I need to get out more.
What, of cab or life?
That, yeah, the fact that I'm finding it. Yeah. Job done, mate. So
Job done.
Job done. So I'm going to take L Harvester back to farm. Yes, thank you, Mark. Yeah, there's one hell of a straw swath pattern. Peter H. I'm also 6'5" and I blame untreated milk straight from the cows. Yeah, I mean, I'm blaming myself because I eat a lot. I'm not actually that rotund. I'm just tall. When I eat, it goes into my legs, I think.
It goes into my ass.
Crop circles, J-Star. That's right.
Oh, crop circles. That was what
The
I
aliens
was
are
thinking
coming.
of.
Yeah.
Brr. I actually just got a
Wanted-
shudder down my spine.
Makes me want to go and watch the X-Files now. Used to love that program.
Oh.
What's your favourite animal on the farm? Diane is asking.
Cows, probably.
The one that's the lowest maintenance, which tend to be, in my experience, sheep. Yeah. Favourite stand at LAMMA, Mr. Thor is asking.
Ooh.
Well.
Actually, I have to go with
first.
Luna Bear's answer on this one.
Go on.
Because of the lighting was amazing. It made the equipment look fantastic. It was the the Massey stand was beautiful.
Oh yeah, they had some red LEDs up in the ceiling, didn't they? It did pop quite well, didn't it?
And the fence, just to see that.
The harvester.
The harvester.
Do you know what? Yeah, that was mine, because that was the thing that made my jaw drop the most. Was the Fent 10T harvester that was just kind of sat on its own. I think it was nearby the fence, but I kept on looking. I kept on going back to it. I mean, it's a bloody combine harvester, you know what I mean? But I kept on going back to it and just going, wow, you know, just because it's like I said before, it's unique for me to feel small. So it was like, I'm going to go and feel like a midget again. Yeah, it was just brilliant.
Do you know my favourite tractor in real life? I really, really liked the Deutz-Fahr Warrior.
Oh yeah, is that the one that came in black?
Yeah, the black. And
yeah.
I know the guys drove that at FarmCon last year, and when I saw it, I was like, that is a beautiful beast. I just think that their style, they just look quite aggressive tractors.
They do look quite beastly, don't they? They do. And am I correct in saying that they're also the same as Mr. Clarkson's Lamborghini? They're the same tractor, I think, just badged differently with a few. I think so. I might be wrong, but I'm almost certain, because I remember when on Clarkson's farm, when it broke down, Caleb was telling him to look at Deutz-Fahr stuff, because I think that's essentially what it's based on underneath. Mark Haythorne Waite saying JCB.
Oh, the JCB Fast Track.
Yeah,
I love that in real life.
The Fent 1050 tuned, yes. That is a belter of a tractor. I've always gone for a 1050 Fent on this game in most places. Do love a 1050 with twin wheels as well.
Oh, you do love some twinnies, don't you?
I do love some twinnies, even though it's completely unacceptable on a map like this. I do have a John Deere over there in the potato shed. Excuse me. With
Thank you, JMA, the tracking for your super sticker. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much.
Good man. Thanks, mate. You're a legend.
Right.
Oh,
just putting the final in, dude.
There we go. 100. Okay. The money's going up.
Okay. not bad.
2,600 and 600 and 700 and 800. So 2,800 quid extra on top of the... Do you want to turn the contract in, or would you like me to do it once I've figured out how to turn left over this bridge? Because I can't get the... Honestly. Good Lord. Look away, people. That was diabolical.
There we go. Bit of extra dollar.
There we go.
And to let you know, that was the first time giving money on YouTube. Well, I tell you what, that is an absolute honour to be the first to receive. That is so kind of you. Thank you.
Awesome, mate. Legend. Right.
Peter, fantastic chat stream as always. Yes, it's always nice to have you in the chat, Peter, as well.
Cheers, mate. Good to see you, pal. Samo says he uses an edited 1050. It's awesome. It absolutely is. Oh, there you go. Bit of peace and quiet there. Jumped out the cab, turned the engine off.
We'll do that.
The 9S was nice.
In the in our recorded video, shall we?
The wheat fields.
Yeah, the wheat
strip fields. Yeah. No, I think we'll save that for the episode that we're going to have to record sometime this week at some point, aren't we? For next Saturday, because we're both preoccupied next Saturday, as it were. But there we go. So what are we on? Just under 52 grand, or just under 51.5. We did actually momentarily have north of 200,000 today, earlier on in the episode, didn't we? But
we did, but we've made a few purchases. But I think they'll be worth it. We've got already planted. Definitely. We've just got to do some top up of the lime and fertilizer, wasn't it? That's what we're going to. Yep. That's what we're going to do.
Bring the yield up to an acceptable level on our two. What was it? It was corn and sunflowers, wasn't it?
Corn and sunflowers, and it would be interesting because I don't know if you saw just below field 8, there is a field of canola ready to harvest.
Field 19.
How much is that?
It is 58,224 quid. So he only needs 7 grand to buy another field.
I bet you we could make a little bit of money with the stuff that we have.
I'm sure we could somehow. Well, I'm sure we're playing 2-day months. Are we?
2-day
months.
Are
we on at the minute? I think it's 2-day months, isn't it?
Mark, that is incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much.
There we go. Oh, Mark, goodness me, mate. That's very kind.
So
Thank you very much, sir. £10 super chat. Thank you, mate. Honestly,
you're an absolute legend, and I
very kind.
Messed my turning up. You
Brilliant.
got me all turned round. That's the perfect compliment. And you know what? I am going to do a sneaky little cheat. I am going to
a sneaky cheat.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Are you going to teleport?
I'm going to teleport.
Do you know what? I did that earlier on. Actually, I was recording Monday's Court Farms episode up the road on Home Farm, and I had a load of bales to sell, and I was doing it off camera, and I was like, I wonder, and with the 8-bale loader thing, you know, that little 8-baler thing, and I made the rotten mistake of trying to teleport myself across the map with a bale loader attached to the back of the tractor. It just went berserk and went to the moon and back. And then got lost, and I was like, shit, what have I done? Ended up, it was fine after all. I jumped in the vehicle even though I'd completely lost and gone off the map, which I've never ever done before, but I was able to then teleport myself back again to a field nearby the farm and then jump out very quickly, and as soon as I disconnected the bale trailer, it was fine. So the point of that was, don't ever teleport when you've got bales or anything on a trailer, because it goes
moral of the
horribly
story
wrong.
is,
don't cheat.
But no, thank you, Mark. That's incredibly kind of you. JMCA tracking as well, super duper sweet.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Honestly, it's desperately kind. Thank you so much.
Farm Simba, enjoyed the stream. See you next time. You absolutely will. Unfortunately, it will be second week of Feb.
Yes, is it 2 weeks you're away for?
Well, I'm away for a week, but I land on the Saturday, so I'm probably going to be a bit zombie-ish.
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah.
So
So essentially, we might there's 1 week where we're gonna miss completely, aren't we? Whether we've got a
yeah, unless we magically manage to get to recorded this week.
well, if we can, we
shall,
shall. But
we
I don't
shall.
think it won't be the end of the world if we can't make 1 week. I'm sure people will understand it because it's quite a recording an episode that's an hour long. It's several hours of gameplay to make 1 hour long's worth of episode, isn't it? The way we used to do. We've not. Do you know what? We've not done one of them for ages, have we?
We haven't.
We've not actually done a recorded. I can't remember the last time we do an actual recorded. Yeah, we'd kind of do. We'd record a half-hour segment and then bring you all back in X amount of time later once we've done a bit more, and then do another half hour and then call it that.
Yep.
But yeah, Elite Farming. Good evening, sir. How you doing? You all right? Thanks for joining us, mate. We're almost at the end now. We've done our bit today. We've done a couple of harvest contracts, or we've done a harvest contract and harvested a couple of our own fields and picked up a load of bales. But we're just about to say good evening, as it were. But thank you very much for calling by and saying hello. Yes, I know. My farm sim life. The clouds are a little bit weird. Is it the same for you, Mrs. SG? If you look in the clouds towards the direction I'm looking over there, do the clouds look kind of like square pattern and a bit like they've been? Or is it just on mine? Do your clouds look fine?
They look a bit odd. Yeah, I suppose they do actually. Like
mine look
dots in squares. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, so that is the same for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. How very strange.
Well, maybe it's because we were talking about crop circles.
I was just literally about to say it's because we were talking about crop circles, and then X-Files theme tune comes into play. Yeah, I must admit I've never seen that one before though. I haven't done any fettling with anything graphically.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see what
Gold
it's
Gaming.
like.
Howdy, mate. Nice to see you. Samo Simulations, great stream, both of you. As always, looking forward to both of your upcoming videos this week. Thank you very much, mate. It's very kind.
Thank you. Very kind of you. And Mark, it really was a pleasure to meet you. And
it was, mate.
We will.
Both Marks.
You keep up the good work too. You're so important to the community. So important.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it was great to meet you too at LAMMA.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work also.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time joining us on the stream tonight, mate. It's very kind of you to give us your time and come and play farm with us down here. But yeah, mate, here we are.
I think we're at this was our 6th stream.
This is our
I think it was counted.
6th or 7th, or I can't even count, mate. I've got no idea. Yeah, 6, 7. I think we've done 7. God knows what, mate. I've got no idea.
I don't know where we're up to. I haven't a clue at all where we're up to. But
either way,
I'm gonna count.
Awesome.
I just love live stream, and tonight has been. I don't know. For some reason I think LAMMA's drawn me back into that community feel that I felt when I was watching videos, and sometimes when you're creating videos, you
can feel a bit left out from it.
Yeah, and tonight really felt special. And
good.
JMC Trucking, what are you doing? That is an incredibly generous. I think that's another sticker, but thank you, very kind of you.
Good man. Legend.
Very kind. Sorry, I'm gonna cough again. It's incredibly sweet. So to all of you, thank you so much. And there's plenty of other creators in here, and there's been some mentioned as well. Go check out their channels as well, because it really means more to the people that are sitting here making content. It really means the world. Those subs, those likes, it makes a huge difference. Comments put a smile on our faces, and I know sometimes I catch my comments in one big sitting. I'll sit there and I'm like, gosh, I've been doing this for like half an hour now. But that might be a few days worth. I'm terrible at it.
No, I can relate to that, mate. And like you say, it's the comments mainly, and the response you get from you guys, the viewers, to videos that you make that keeps you going. It's amazing. It really is. I've loved every minute of this YouTubing career so far.
Yeah.
I really have. It's found something in me that I didn't know I had, and it's wonderful, and I'm holding on to it for as long as I can. And like we said before, the farm sim community itself is a special thing in of itself, and I'm very, very proud to be part of it, and I know you are too.
Absolutely.
You're all legends. That's the point
You
we're trying
are
to
all
make.
legends.
Bottom
and
line, everyone.
JMC, I definitely will get an after-work burger. That sounds like a really good idea.
Oh, burger.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm ravenous to be. I've got nothing to eat round here.
I've still got some Christmas cake left over, so I'm going to go have
What?
a slice of that.
Oh, for the love of God, I could. A proper Christmas cake with thick white icing and.
My mum makes the best Christmas cake, and I still have some left. So I've been working my way through it, but it's almost like
hungry.
it's
I've got
almost like
nothing
it's
in
giving
as well.
birth. There's just the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, a reproducing Christmas cake. That's amazing.
Wouldn't
It gets bigger the more you eat it. I could. Oh, stop it.
JMC,
and
you
still
might be
early days
streaming
yet,
tomorrow.
says Mr. Thor. Yes. Pardon?
Okay. JMAC says he might be streaming tomorrow. I need to go and sub to you, and I'll put notifications on, so I'll come and check you out for sure.
There you go. So there we go, mate. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. I really hope you've enjoyed the stream. Me so hungry, says Farm Sim Life.
So hungry.
Yeah, me too, mate.
I'm off to have some cake.
I'm so jealous. I've literally got nothing. I think I've got one packet of cheese and onion crisps, half a packet of dry digestives, and a packet of Jacob's crackers and some cheese.
Oh, you can make something out of that. You create.
Yeah, crumbs, a mess. That's what I'll make.
I always make a mess. Luna Bear, I had some of Mum's Christmas cake half an hour ago. Yes.
That's what the dog's for, though. The dog clears up the mess. That's why it's brilliant. So I can sit there and anyway.
It's a free Hoover.
Cheers, Mr. Thor. Good to meet you too, mate. Back on Wednesday, it was awesome.
You too,
thank you very much for all of you for joining us on the stream tonight. Farm Sim Bob, Mr. Thor, Scottish Jim, Elite Farming, Massey 8480, Andreas, Mark Haythornthwaite, my Farm Sim Life Gold Gaming, Summer Simulations, Elite Farming. Thank you, all of you, for your time.
I just
appreciate you.
Don't even know how to go through all the people on my stream.
You're all ace.
Just thank you, all of you. That's just a general thank you. I appreciate you all.
And we shall see you in the next one, won't we?
See you in the next one,
in a few weeks' time. Cheers, guys.
Can't wait. See you there.
Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye. Bye.